It's another edition of Time About the Movies, and today we're taking a look at the films of April 16th, 1999. We got 3 films to look at today, so let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. We'll start off with the biggest new release of the weekend, Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence in the buddy comedy, Life. So quite simply, the premise of this is that Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence play 2 people who are being wrongfully convicted of murder. They're sentenced to life in prison, and the movie basically is just them spending the rest of their lives in prison. And that's kind of really the only thing that the story has to it. But I think they were just hoping that Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence were really going to carry the film overall. And while they do, the movie definitely falls flat, mostly because of the story. We've seen the story done over and over again. We've seen a lot of these scenarios in here before. You got people like Ned Beatty, Arlie Ermey, Oba Babatunde, Bernie Mac, Anthony Anderson, Bokeem Woodbine, Miguel M. Nunez. A lot of really solid people in here, but they're playing the typical stereotype characters we see in these type of situations here. And Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, they're doing the best they can to hold the film together, but even with them involved, the story really struggles to get anywhere, and I feel like it's one of those movies that doesn't really have a good idea of what kind of a direction it wants to go to. Does it want to be more of a serious drama? Does it want to be more of a slapstick comedy? It tries to balance itself out, but I don't think the script is strong enough to really carry it all the way through. I really think this is a film that could have been done a whole lot better with a better script. Direction by Ted Demme, who gave us The Rev. It's fine. There's moments in there where the effects are pretty cool. Some of the things are fun in here, but for the most part, the movie's kind of a disappointment. Even though Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence are perfectly fine in here, I really would have liked to have seen them in a much better film than this. This film could have been so much better than it was, and just for me, it didn't really work out as well as I thought it did. It was alright for what it was, but it definitely could have been a whole lot better. So, that's life, so let's go ahead and, hey, there you go, that's life. That's what people say. I'm sorry for that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next movie, and that is Robert Altman's film, Cookie's Fortune. This is an ensemble comedy in which you have a dysfunctional family in small-town Mississippi and their various responses to the suicide of their wealthy aunt, some of them turning criminal. You see Glenn Close, Julianne Moore, Liv Tyler, Patricia Neal, Charles S. Dutton, and Chris O'Donnell among the cast, as well as Lyle Lovett and Ruby Wilson. This is one of those Robert Altman films I don't remember too much about because I've never really seen the film. I've only seen like little bits and pieces here and there. I can't believe I forgot this was an Altman movie, honestly, because I thought he didn't do anything in between The Gingerbread Man and Gosford Park, but lo and behold, this film that comes out, but it's got some good reviews for it. I mean, a lot of people really seem to like it. It has a good cast overall. Like I said, everybody I mentioned, Ned Beatty, Courtney B. Vance, Donald Moffat, Niecy Nash is also in here as well. Solid cast overall in here, so I wouldn't be surprised if this actually turned out to be a pretty good film. But like I said, I completely forgot that this was actually a Robert Altman movie, honestly, so I don't really know too much about it. Thought it was, the little bits that I seen I thought were pretty alright for what I saw, but I need to see the whole film to really get a full grasp of it. So, with that said, that is Cookie's Fortune. So let's go ahead and move on to the last film we have here, and that is Goodbye Lover. Another one of those movies that was trying to be kind of like the new Pulp Fiction. We were still kind of in the grasp of ripping off one of the most successful movies of the time. And this film definitely feels like it was trying to do that. You have a murder plot surrounding an alcoholic advertising agency worker and his adulterous wife. You have Patricia Arquette, Dermot Mulroney, Don Johnson, Ellen DeGeneres, and Mary Louise Parker among the cast, as well as Alex Rocco, and Ray McKinnon, John Neville, Andre Gregory, Vincent Gallo, and it really did feel like it was trying to copy the formula that did come from Pulp Fiction. Not to mention, this had a situation where the ending had to be changed, which consisted of Patricia Arquette's character getting away with all the money and Rita, the officer, dying in. So they had to change that around. So it's a film that feels like it has a lot a lot wrong with it in terms of the story. It doesn't really have a connection to where it wants to go, and I don't know. I haven't seen it in full, so I can't really say for certain, but this trailer did not make me really want to see this film, honestly. It just looks like another bad Pulp Fiction ripoff, So anyway, that is Goodbye Lover. So with that said, we wrap up another edition of Time About the Movies. Next time we meet, we'll have 4 movies to look at, including Billy Bob Thornton, John Cusack, and Angelina Jolie in Pushing 10, David Spade starring in the comedy Lost and Found, David Cronenberg's Existence, and also the comedy Election with Reese Witherspoon and Matthew Broderick. So we'll take a look at those movies next time. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the playlist on the next page, check out the previous episode, and also don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this on this channel. So with that said, I am off. I will see you guys next time, and until then, as always, take care.